Yo guys, Jake Bacon here, and this video is a little bit different, but guys, I want to talk about why I spent $2,000 freaking dollars on a phone. I mean, my God. Man, I'm honestly just so bored with phones lately. But what I'm not bored with is making these videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button for more content like this, massage the like button until it starts to sizzle, and ring the bell for that sweet, sweet smell of bacon in your inbox. As someone who loves tech as much as I do, and I'm sure most of you guys do too, it's just never been about buying a device that just works and fixes a need. I always just got that feeling, you know, from new tech that's hard to explain in words, but I'm sure most of you guys know the exact feeling I'm talking about. I used to be so excited for new phones. Without showing my age here, I had the Verizon Chocolate,
Three delicious flavors.
BlackBerry Curve for that sweet BlackBerry Messenger, and even the Palm Trio, which was basically my first smartphone before smartphones as we know them today. And before Android was a real competitor for Apple because they really just weren't back then. I even had the iPhone 3G, and I've tried all the iPhones over the years and other Android phones like the Pixels, etc. But I've really just been a fan of the Galaxy series throughout the years, from having the Galaxy S2, the S3, the Note 2, even the Samsung Galaxy Nexus phone, if anyone remembers that. And pretty much just all the top spec Samsung phones after that point. And I also just reviewed the Note 20 Ultra, which you can check out here, but after the video, of course. And don't get me wrong, it is an amazing phone, but can you blame me for not being that excited about it? And maybe it's because I'm growing up, and it does sound cheesy, but I just wanted that feeling again, that excitement, something different. And well, the Fold 2, it's different. And I think it sparks that excitement in me again. Yeah, I know they released the original Fold last year, but to me, that just seemed like a concept from Samsung to say like, hey, look what we can do. But it had issues and it needed a lot more refinements, especially that front screen. It was a cool design and idea, but just really not very practical or useful. So this year's model, that bigger front screen, I think that's what got me. I mean, let's be honest, as a daily driver, you're gonna be using that front screen the most, so it's gotta be good. And I haven't tried it yet, but it does look good. And maybe still a little skinny and cramped, but still perfectly usable. And then when you flip it and open to that beautiful 7.6-inch display, I mean, that's where the magic happens. And I have actually pre-ordered the new Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, which I will be doing a review on. So then why would I even need a phone that basically turns into a tablet? Well, I don't, but that's why I want it. And I really think that they have different use cases. For one, I am someone that when watching videos, etc., like while in bed at night, I'd love a bigger screen than my phone, but also not quite as big as a 12.4-inch tablet. And then when you really want to get some work done, or you're super invested into what you're doing, you can switch over to the bigger tablet. Or when you're out and you just want a slightly bigger screen real quick, I mean, that's when the Fold 2 would come in really handy. I just think there's different use cases for them. All right, so then what about price then? Because that's obviously where most people are getting tripped up on this phone. It's $2,000. I mean, high-end flagship phones have been trending upwards for years now, but that is just a pretty hard price to swallow. But that's the thing, just like anything super luxurious and high-end, there's always gonna be those diminishing returns, and as much as even the Note 20 Ultra is not for everyone, this phone really is not meant to be for everyone. Samsung was never trying to price this so everyone could get it, or even to compete with their more normal flagship devices like the Note 20 and S20 Ultra. In my opinion, even though it's the second version at this point, it's really just meant for those of us who have to have the ultra cutting edge tech and just don't care about the price. I mean, idiots you might want to call us. I mean, or those super rich and just don't care. I mean, there are plenty of people who can afford this phone who think it's absolutely ridiculous to spend $2,000 on a phone. And I mean, they're probably right. And sometimes I wish I could be more like them, but I just gotta try it. I gotta see what it's about. And let me be clear, I'm not recommending that you buy this phone. Unless of course you're like me and you have to have it or you just don't care. Because you also have to realize that there are still going to be issues with this phone. We have only seen first impressions with this phone yet, so it is still yet to be seen how the hinge performs over time, how the screen performs. I mean, there's already warnings on the label saying that you should only have a certified person at Samsung remove the screen protector that comes with the phone. They know it's delicate, and they know it won't be able to take the same abuse that their other phones can. Which also just brings me to the fact of the other tech in this phone. It's impressive, but it's not as good as their other flagships. The cameras are good, but they aren't as good, and there is no IP rating on here as well. So if you're used to taking your phone in the pool, or just not being super careful with it, like probably most of us, you'll have to change how you treat and think about phones with this device. But again, I don't care. I gotta see what it's about. And let me be clear, I am going to be putting this phone through its paces. And I'll give you guys a first impressions video when I get it, and a full review if you guys would like to see that. But I think I'm gonna be really hard on this phone. On one hand, it's bleeding edge technology. but on the other hand, it's $2,000. It's basically double the cost of most high-end smartphones. So I just don't think I can give this any slack, especially because they did have the time from the last version to implement a lot of the improvements that a lot of the reviewers and people that adopted this early have told them about. So in theory, it does look like they did that, but we really need to spend more time with the device to find out. So once I actually get this phone in hand, will I get that excited feeling again? I mean, let's hope so. But if not, maybe next time I'm needing some excitement, I should just take some cash and burn it instead. So should you buy this phone? I mean, if you're the average tech buyer, probably not. But if you want to be on the cutting edge, then that comes at a price. And what that feels like to you, or what this is worth to you, well, that's up to you. To me, it's worth a lot. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I love talking with you guys there. And let me know in the comments below if you like this. And I'm thinking about making this a series. So just let me know if you actually want me to continue this. And also if you have any suggestions for next episodes, let me know about those too. Let's just see how irresponsible I can be. All right, if you liked the video, go ahead and like it. It really helps me out the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe for more, and always remember, in bacon we trust. Peace.